Hi guys, my name is Dr. Joe Brown. So today I want to talk to you guys about my top 5 things to get rid of plantar warts. And you can probably see a couple things I have here on the desk. So we're going to be getting back to this in just 1 second. Alright, so what is plantar warts? Now, warts or plantar warts, which are commonly found on the finger area, palm area, or feet or toe area, okay? They can be found elsewhere on your skin, but those are typically the areas that people find them. And what are they? So, warts are caused by human papillomavirus, okay, also known as HPV. And there are certain strains of HPV that cause different types of viruses or different things that plague us. And this particular strain of HPV causes warts, also known as plantar warts, okay, and on the areas that I just described to you. Now, why do you get them, and what is a wart really? Besides, so yes, it comes from the virus, it's essentially skin cells that are growing more rapidly than they should. And that's why it creates that cauliflower-like appearance on your skin, and you have that little wart that you just can't get rid of no matter what you do. So let me give you my 5 top things to get rid of warts. It's simple, it's easy, and it costs you probably $2, okay? Number 5, salicylic acid. All right, salicylic acid is something that you can buy at any of the retail stores. You can buy it at the pharmacy. It only costs you a few dollars, probably upwards of $5 or $6 to $10 at the most. And if you go to your doctor, a lot of time they will actually use salicylic acid in their office. Okay. Number 4. So if you go to your doctor's office, they will typically try to freeze your wart off because it's a quicker process than the salicylic acid. And you can also buy certain freezing compounds at your local pharmacy. Okay. Number 3, apple cider vinegar. So you guys have heard me talk about it before. Apple cider vinegar is something that you can take orally, but you can also apply it topically. All right. And if you use apple cider vinegar in terms of trying to get rid of warts, you want to do a 2-to-1 compound or a 2-to-1 ratio of apple cider vinegar being 2 parts, 1 part water. And then what you do is you literally just take a little dropper and just drop it right onto the wart. Now, this takes a bit longer, but it actually does help to get rid of warts, okay? Number 2, garlic, okay? You know, you guys have heard me talk about this garlic, one of the most pound for pound best foods on the planet. If you take garlic and you tape it, in other words, cut the garlic in small pieces, and you take a piece of that garlic and put it right on the wart and tape it down there, either with a Band-Aid or some kind of scotch tape or some kind of packing tape, something to keep it firm on that wart. That will actually make that wart eventually go away and or fall off. Just make sure that if you're going to use the garlic, now a garlic clove is typically about this long by about that thick. So cut it into slices and use only the size of garlic that you need to cover the wart. Because if you leave garlic on your regular skin and it's pressed up against it for a period of time, you will actually start to destroy the cells of your regular skin. Okay? And number 1, and my absolute favorite remedy, I've actually used it myself when I had a wart on my foot, when I was out by the pool, and I've used this with patient after patient for almost 20 years. Duct tape, okay? You might laugh and you might think, well, that's a stupid thing and it's not going to work. I will tell you, this works better than anything your doctor is going to give you. It works better than anything I just mentioned. It's the quickest, easiest way. All you do is you take off some of the duct tape. Okay, so for example, if your wart is 2 by 2 millimeters, for example, okay, it doesn't matter the size. You take off just enough of the duct tape in a small little square, okay? So if you had, for example, a wart on your finger, for example, you take off, and you don't even need this big. This is probably 4 times bigger than you need. You just need enough to just cover the area of the wart. And you're going to put this on the wart and just leave it right on your finger or your toe sleep with it on. Most of the time you can take a shower with it and that's not going to come off. You just leave the duct tape on there, because the glues that are in the duct tape will not just deteriorate the inside of the wart, but the duct tape sticks on there so good that it cuts off the oxygen from getting into the wart. And a wart without oxygen cannot survive. If you do this and you put this on there and you leave it on there day in, day night, day in and day night. So put it on there, sleep with it, take a shower with it. If it falls off, tear off another piece and put it back on there. Your wart will go away within about a week to 2 at the very, very most, if not sooner. I'm Dr. Joe Brown. My duct tape, it's not just good for your car, but it's good for warts. I'm Dr. Joe Brown. I hope that helps. Remember, your health is in your hands.